and ushering us into the soul stage with Janel Tsoanelo Ruthel. And she's such an incredible human being. Janel is the country manager for 40 over 40 South Africa. Since 2023, she's worked across 40 under 40 platforms in South Africa, Ghana, United Kingdom, Africa, and the global edition. So she's going to be chatting to us about the 40 under 40 awards. Good evening to you, Janelle. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good evening. Thank you for having me.
Oh man, this is such an intense and wonderful platform, you know. The 40 Under 40 Awards return for their fourth edition in 2026. What makes this year's platform different from the other three editions?
Yes, well, every edition of the 40 and the 40 Awards has evolved from the success of the previous one. And this year, we've strengthened our partnerships with key government institutions while welcoming Telkom as a valued sponsor. But more importantly, our focus is on creating lasting opportunities that enable young leaders to advance in their careers and expand their influence.
You said the awards are more than recognition. They are, they celebrate vision, resilience, and drive to make the lasting impact for people. What kind of impact stories have stood out most from past alumni?
Yes, yes. We've seen many inspiring stories over the years. We've seen many winners expand into new markets, build partnerships, and even unveil initiatives that have created employment and uplifted numerous communities.
This is so incredible. Over 500 young entrepreneurs and professionals have been spotlighted so far. What have
Yeah.
you learned about what South Africa's under 40 leaders need most right now?
Well, one thing that stands out consistently is that young professionals need access to networks, opportunities, mentorship, funding, and platforms that increase their visibility. So we all know there's no shortage of talent in South Africa, but many leaders need the right ecosystem to help them scale.
Now, we need to take a quick break, but I want to quickly ask you a question. Now, this year you've partnered up with Department of Women, Youth and Persons with Disabilities, and the National Youth Development Agency. How do those partnerships strengthen the platform for nominees today?
Yeah, well, these partnerships add credibility and purpose to the awards. They even demonstrate a shared commitment to developing young leaders while also opening doors for greater collaboration and access to national development initiatives.
We're going to take a quick break. We are chatting to Janelle, who is telling us all about 40 Under 40 Awards making its return for the fourth edition 2026. It's exactly 19 minutes after 11 o'clock, right here on Channel Africa on African Diaries. Welcome back to Channel Africa, and this is the Soul Stage. And the stage this evening is Janel Tsoanelo Ruthel, and she is the country manager for 40 Under 40 South Africa, and it's back for its fourth edition. Thank you so much for joining us, Janelle. And now, under the patronage of Dr. Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma, the awards have grown as a youth empowerment platform. What role does her patronage play in shaping the vision?
Well, it reinforces the importance of recognizing young people as drivers of economic growth and social progress. It also helps align the awards with a broader vision of empowering future leaders.
Now, 2026 edition will recognize 40 winners across 40 categories from banking to fashion to energy. How do you ensure fairness when comparing such different sectors?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. So each category is assessed independently against criteria relevant to that particular industry. So our judging panel consists of experienced professionals who understand these respective sectors, ensuring that every nominee is evaluated fairly based on measurable impact, innovation, leadership, and excellence.
It's not an easy job to do to be able to differentiate
Yeah.
who to nominate, who should win, because there are so many different fields. And, selection is based on a submitted portfolio reviewed by an independent panel plus public voting. How do you balance expert judgment with public voices?
Yeah. So public voting reflects a level of support and influence a nominee has built, while the judging panel evaluates professional achievements and overall impact. So combining these creates a balanced process that values both credibility and public engagement. So public voting accounts for 20% of the total score,
Oh, wow. Okay.
while 80% is determined by the evaluation of our judging panel. And this balanced system ensures that both community support and professional merit play a meaningful impact to the final outcome.
And also, it keeps it very orderly because it can be such mayhem, I guess, to
Yeah, it
tally up
does.
what public voices and also the panel of judges feel,
Yeah.
in terms of decision making. It can be very, very, very difficult. Now, the Champion Summit returns to on the 3rd of October 2026 before awards nights. What practical insights do you young leaders walk away with from that season?
Yeah. So the Under 40 Champions Summit is designed to provide practical value. And this is where guests hear directly from accomplished business leaders and industry experts who share real experiences and strategies for business growth. Together with navigating today's economic landscape, they speak on numerous topics around these subjects.
Absolutely. Now, you work with the board chair Sindiswa Chikunga and other senior government leaders. What guidance do they bring to how the awards support youth development?
Yes, so their experience provides valuable direction. They help to ensure that the awards remain aligned with national priorities around things like youth empowerment, economic inclusion, and so forth.
Now, beyond the trophy, alumni gain visibility, credibility, collaborations, and networking. Can you share one partnership that started at 40, under 40, and grew into something way bigger than it was before?
Yes, one of the most rewarding outcomes has been seeing alumni collaborate after meeting through the platform. We have witnessed business partnerships and cross-industry collaborations that have resulted in new ventures and expanded opportunities. So these long-term connections are one of the greatest successes of these awards and this initiative.
That's always exciting to see people crossing floors, right?
Yeah.
When people partner up in different fields but make it work, and especially when they've met each other under such a platform, that's really incredible. The awards have become a continental movement with editions in Ghana, the UK, and soon the US and Dubai. How does the South African edition connect local trailblazers to that global network?
Yes, this one is very exciting. It gives South African leaders international visibility, and beyond the recognition, it creates opportunities for meaningful cross border partnerships and investments that can drive long term growth and impact on a global scale.
Now, to qualify, nominees must be under 40 in senior leadership and show excellence in business, innovation, and community involvement. What does excellence in community involvement look like to the judges?
Yes, so community involvement is about creating meaningful impact beyond commercial success. So it could be mentoring young entrepreneurs, supporting educational initiatives, investing in community development, or even using one's influence to solve real societal challenges. So we look for measurable contributions that demonstrate responsible leadership.
Now, see, this is, and I hope people have submitted their nominations because you opened nominations on the 15th of June and they close now on the 26th. That was very kind of you to close on a Saturday, hey, honestly. Well, it's not actually, no, I'm talking about the 26th of July. So it's still a while away. So you've given people ample of time. And then voting starts August. What advice do you give nominees to put together a strong portfolio?
Yes. Well, I would say be authentic and evidence driven. Clearly demonstrate your achievements with measurable results, highlighting your leadership journey, include testimonials where appropriate, and show broader impact of your work. So putting together this compelling portfolio that tells a complete story of leadership and influence.
Absolutely, and hope that people are very authentic and very honest about it because when you put in the hard work, it's effortless to be honest and sincere. Now, South Africa continues to be home to some of the continent's most dynamic young leaders. What trends are you seeing in how under 40 leaders are building businesses today?
Well, absolutely. We're seeing a strong focus on technology, sustainability, and local challenges being solved through innovation. So quite a large number of businesses are now digitally driven and socially responsible. It's been quite interesting to see that.
Absolutely. Now, you guys are going very glamorous. The award night is at Houghton Hotel in Johannesburg on the 3rd of October of this year. What do you want the room to feel like when the 40 winners are announced?
Well, we recognize that success is rarely achieved by chance. It is the result of unwavering dedication and years of consistent effort. So individuals who have distinguished themselves in their chosen fields deserve to be recognized and celebrated for the impact that they've made. So I would say I'd like the atmosphere to reflect pride, inspiration, and possibility. It should be a celebration not only of that individual achievement, but also of what is possible when young people are driven and given an opportunity to lead.
And in closing, what, for a young South African who is listening or could be streaming wherever they are in on the continent or the world and is not yet 40 but building something bold, what message do you have for them about stepping forward to nominate themselves?
Well, if you're creating impact, leading and making a difference in your industry, you deserve to be recognized.
Right.
So I'll say believe in your journey, tell your story with confidence, and never underestimate the value of your contribution because sometimes one opportunity can open doors you never imagined.
Well, Janelle, from 40 under 40, I think it's time for 50 under 50. Janelle, thank you so much. It's a challenge. It's a challenge. You never know because, we some of us are feeling left out, because we've already reached our 40s, so it's time for the under 40s to do their thing and excel. And, I'm so grateful for platforms such as 40 under 40 because we really have some incredible human beings doing incredible things out there. So we really applaud you and we really think that, your platform is special and may it continue to flourish and grow yearly for infinity. Thank you so much for making the time.
Oh, thank you so much for having me on.
That was Janel Tsoanelo Ruthel, and she is the country manager for 40 Under 40 South Africa, and it's back for its 4th edition for this year, which is happening at the Houghton Hotel on the 3rd of October. So, hey, the nominees are open. They open on the 15th of July, and they close on, I think, the 26th of, they open on the 15th of June, and they close on the 26th of July. So listen, heading to October, I think that is ample of time. Do not be afraid. Nominate yourself if you must, because you can only bet on yourself. You can only be your own best competition. So listen, 40 under 40 will bring you so much joy and growth. And as you heard Janel, people can cross floors and collaborate. And that's where the magic happens. It's exactly 32 minutes after 11 o'clock right here on African Diaries with me, Kitty Phetla.